People ask me all the time, Ramez, when are you going to share some of your secrets for speaking and presenting? Well, I'm just going to share with you a quick story right now. Many years ago, I remember sitting on the balcony of my brother's place here in Dubai. And I remember sitting there and hearing the loudest scream coming from the second floor where our children were playing. And I remember going up, rushing as fast as I can and getting to the scene and seeing my son Alex with blood gushing out of his mouth, and my other son Christopher having a towel and he's just trying to shove it on his face to be able to cover it up. And at that moment I asked, Christopher, what happened? Christopher looks at me automatically. He goes, he fell and he went down on the corner of the table. And automatically I went, grabbed Alex, and of course he was in bad shape. We took him to the hospital, got him stitched, and that was the end of it. The reason why I shared that story is because, you know, I remember many years ago having heard one of my favorite speakers on the topic of sales and parenting, Brian Tracy. He talks about a simple concept that says, if children lie, who made them afraid to tell the truth? And that stuck with me, and I had ingrained that with my children. And at that time, that was a lifesaver, because they were programmed that I wasn't going to punish them. I just needed to know so that as a father, I can take the right action. And that's the basics of all basics in here in terms of working with sales professional, working in any type of a business. You need to ensure that you are sharing the truth, no matter what is the cost of the truth. You got to say it so that you can get the right help at the right time. Hi, this is Ramez Helou. I'm the founder and keynote speaker of the Academy for Sales Excellence, where I simply speak at events and conferences to educate, motivate, and inspire sales professionals to sell more, sell faster, and profitably. Now, today's topic comes from the ability to present and tell stories. People ask me, when will I give them some of these tips? And here it is. This was a story I just shared with you. And if you can remember, or if you can just notice, there are several aspects about the story that make it memorable. First is, whenever you're doing a superior presentation, one that is going to distinguish you from another person, is you got to take the person with you on a journey. And you got to put me in the moment. So there were several things I did in that story, whether I was running upstairs and I got there and I saw my son and blood gushing out of his mouth, and whatever description, it was creating an image in the person's mind. Now, there was a little bit of dialogue when I asked my son, hey, what happened? He just fell down. So a good story is going to have some sort of a dialogue. The other thing is movement with purpose. So as I go and I'm running up, so you got to find a way to move your body with purpose. And at the end of the story, there's got to be a point, right? These are elements that will differentiate the average presenter from the above average presenter. Now, those are not just presentation skills. These are keynote speaking skills. Several years ago, I attended the Bill Gove speech workshop, and Steve Siebold was the individuals where I picked up some of these ideas from. And I'll tell you, if you ever want to present at that high level, you definitely want to look this guy up. But that's basically, it takes practice. You gotta in a way script your topics. You have to be able to go into that moment and purposely take people with you on that journey. So if you want to be a better speaker, if you want to be a better presenter, even a better salesperson, because every single day you got to sell yourself and you got to sell your ideas, and being able to create such an environment would allow you to be memorable. So until next time, see you soon.